And here's the cool part. We've never broken these promises. So it's real easy for me to back it up because I already know how to do it. And we've never broken that promise to any of our clients. We've never violated their safety percentage. We've never allowed clients to run out of money before they run out of life if they use our plan. Hi friends, this is Colin Richards. I'm president and founder of Lord & Richards, and I am enjoying our series on being wealthy, healthy, and happy for life. And in this particular segment, we're jumping right back in to the subject of happy for life. We've already spent several segments talking about how to build wealth for life, how to obtain financial independence, and that becomes foundational to the other two categories. So when we develop a plan and we work that plan and we succeed in that plan together with the team at Lord & Richards, then you have the wherewithal, the financial means to fund those additional layers that will help you develop greater health and greater happiness. As we've said from the very beginning, being wealthy, having money isn't the most important thing in life. I think every one of us would understand and know that by experience. Often, though, it can be the difference from being able to enjoy those things that bring her better health or better happiness. And so in this particular segment, I'm going to do a quick review of how to develop that wealth for life as well as health for life. And then we're going to carry on with several key principles of how to be healthy for life. When we talk about wealth at Lord & Richards, what we do to help you achieve wealth for life and to keep it, right? Not just to accumulate it, but to actually hold on to it. And that is the secret of financial independence, never having to go back to work. So what we do is we sit down and we listen to you together, wherever you may be, whether we sit down locally or whether we sit down over the internet via Zoom, wherever it is that you are, we want to learn and develop a strategy around your goals, your desires, your values, your dreams, what's important to you. And then what we do is we develop a written plan to become financially independent. Number one, making sure that you not only have an investment plan for growth, but a risk management plan to make sure you never run out of money before you run out of life. Do you know how important that is to have one of those written down? A lot of times we feel like, it's not important to write our goals down. Studies have shown you are exponentially more likely to achieve your goals when they are written down, even if you write them on the mirror with your lipstick. So written goals are vital, and risk management is vital. Right now, we've enjoyed a long season of prosperity. We expect that season to continue, but it would be foolish of us when we develop your plan to not account for the very likelihood, as a matter of fact, the near certainty of economic and market downturns. And if we don't do that, we do you a great disservice. And the thing is, at Lord & Richards, we actually back that up. We call this the Lord & Richards safety percentage. And as a result of our conversation together, as you share what's important to you about risk, along with the other things that are so important, we actually write down a bottom limit that we will not breach. And if for some reason we were to breach that, we promise to stop charging fees until we get that right. Isn't that amazing? That's something you never hear about. The Lord & Richards safety percentage, a guarantee, a promise that we will not charge fees if you lose money beyond your safety percentage. That is your personal, emotional, financial limit of loss in the market. I've got people that'll tell me, Colin, okay, let's put zero there. Right? And there's strategies that will allow us to do that, right? But they may limit you in other ways. Or other folks are much more comfortable with risk and want to push the growth envelope. Wherever you are, wouldn't it be nice to have a written risk management plan that allowed you to go for the growth without the concern of losing all your wealth and your money? Lord & Richards wants to partner with you in that, and we're willing to go beyond just that cliched phrase we hear, oh, we do better when you do better. Well, of course they do, but guess what? When you lose money, how do they do? They still do better, right? And so we want to get over that and develop a new style of investment management that actually backs up our risk management. In addition, we're going to develop a written plan to make sure you never run out of money before you run out of life. Isn't that the essence of financial independence? Never having to go back to work to do the things that you love with the people that you love. And we can actually put our guarantee on that as well. Lord & Richards will guarantee that you will never run out of money before you run out of life. You say, how can you guarantee this? In writing, contractually. And here's the cool part. We've never broken these promises. So it's real easy for me to back it up because I already know how to do it. And we've never broken that promise to any of our clients. We've never violated their safety percentage. We've never allowed clients to run out of money before they run out of life if they use our plan. And then, the greatest cause of bankruptcy in retirement continues to be unforeseen health costs. In this case, health costs that aren't covered by your insurance or Medicaid. They're called chronic illness, and it's that just long-term illness that drains your assets. And it's so important to get a plan in place. You don't have to spend all your money on expensive long-term care insurance premiums. There are better ways to do this. And at Lord & Richards, we're here to help develop a written health plan to make sure you're not bankrupted by chronic illness. We're also going to develop, with our deep expertise in taxes, having not only certified financial planners on staff, but also tax professionals. We actually can do your taxes for you, as a matter of fact. But we can also intervene and step in and represent you before the IRS. Aren't those amazing credentials for a financial planning firm? I think it should be mandatory for all of us. But we bring that in-house at Lord & Richards, and we, together with your other plans, get a written plan to reduce or eliminate as much taxes as possible in your life. And by the way, that's not the greatest cause of bankruptcy because, of course, if you're paying taxes, you're still making money. But it is the largest expense most of us will pay. Don't we want to work on that? And then finally, making sure that when you pass on, it is not leaving your money behind to the government nursing homes and hospitals, right? Because the natural funnel is to draw everything down into those hands instead of the people that you love or the causes that you love. So a written estate plan, and we have an attorney that will prepare that for you at a greatly discounted rate, including free visits up front. So that's the foundation of financial independence. I could go on and on and on about each of those 5 key areas: a written risk management plan, a written health plan, a written income plan to make sure you never run out of money, a written tax plan, and a written estate plan. But in our next segment, we're going to review the critical pieces of how to be healthy for life, and then we're going to add it all together into a formula for how to be happy for life. In the meantime, we're doing this every single day with people just like you who want to be financially independent, who want to retire, or maybe not retire and continue working, but not have to. That's what we do every single day. So you can retire without worry, so you can live your life in financial freedom and do amazing things with the resources that God has entrusted to you. It just starts with a simple phone call.